Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Vince, and welcome to Ironbug VR. Today's video is on a game I found on Keymailer called Wisdom Watcher. Wisdom Watcher is an arena shooter that uses cards to build your defenses, and it's also a game in early access. And when I say early access, I mean like this feels like it's not even kind of ready for early access right now. Lots of bugs, and it just feels like things are missing, like sound files and music and stuff. I don't know, this doesn't feel like it should have been released in early access. So because of that, this video's been really tough on how I should do it. So what I'm gonna do is just show you some of the stuff in the game that's there right now and some of the bugs that I find make it like kind of not even playable, sort of. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through that, and I apologize for the footage. It's really shaky on my part. The shakiness is not from the game. My mental health and anxiety right now is like all over the place, like the weather, and it's causing me to physically shake, and this is as good as I could get the footage. So please just bear with me while I get through this. And yeah, the footage might be a little bit bouncy here and there. I tried to keep it as stable as possible, but when the camera is literally your head and your head shaking, it makes it a little hard. I guess I should mention this is the Steam VR copy. I'll leave links to the game store page down below as well. So yeah, this is one of the arenas I'm in, and I'm gonna show you some footage coming up here of the hub, and that's where you're gonna put together your gear for each mission run here. All right, so this is where you buy some cards on the hub. This is where the bugs really start. All right, so you got the card here. This allows you to build defense walls. This took forever. I got it down now, putting it in, but yeah, when I first got this game, just putting the card down, I thought you couldn't do it. It was impossible. I swear to God, I spent like 20 minutes trying to get that card into the slot, but it's working pretty good now. But here's another bug. See how they're all purple and you can't see anything? Well, they're sort of like lottery tickets. You gotta wave a card or a weapon over them to uncover them. So that took me a long time to figure out too. I don't think it's supposed to be like this, but it is. But yeah, you can buy cards. Like these are explosive barrels. So you stick it into here, and then it gives you the option to unlock it, and then you can buy so many cards to add to your hand. And once you've unlocked it and you purchase some, you click down on the thumbstick on either controller, and a little storage slot will come up for different cards. You can hold 4 cards on each hand. Now there's also these here cards. I thought I was gonna get to spawn these really cool looking minions. Look how badass these cards look. The artwork is great on these. But yeah, it's not you don't get to spawn these cool looking guys. They're the enemies you're gonna be fighting. It's gonna give you like little perks, like you'll do more damage or you'll take less damage from that particular enemy. So that's kind of neat. Same thing, if you rub all the cards with something, they'll appear. And then here is your weapon wall. Same bug here. You gotta do the little scratch ticket routine to see what you're getting. There's 2 melee weapons, and I think there's 6 single handguns. Now, these are only single-handed guns. You cannot hold the gun with the second hand to help stabilize it at all, which made it really hard for me, especially with my shakiness. The melee weapons can be two-handed, but the guns, that's a negative. This one's really cool, this here gun, Spreader. And check out the cool little animations they put at the end. It's sort of like Borderlands comic book style. That's neat. Now here's the biggest bug in the game, picking things up, the grabbing system. First you gotta hold down your grab button, and it's gonna shoot like this spider web. Then you gotta release your grab button so that object will fly at you, and you have to quickly press your grab button again to catch it. If that sounds like a lot to do, it is. And when you're trying to do that in the heart of battle, like picking up your mana refills, it becomes almost impossible, and yeah, it makes you want to quit. So I hope they address that. So yeah, I'm going to, oh, here's the arenas. Right now there's the Coliseum, that's the tutorial, which left a lot of vital information out, but covered like the most basic things for VR, like I've never played VR before. Then there's Hell's Gate and the Cave. There's only these two arenas right now. The Cave one is a little larger in this. It's more walking around than just being in this one little area. Now here's where I'm using my cards to set up my defenses, my spike pit. Then I'm putting up the walls. This is kind of neat. Again, lacking sounds and everything here. No music. It feels very, very not complete. I know it's early access, but just some sound, like even a temp file would have made it really cool. This is what restores your mana. You gotta pick it up and squeeze it. You can find these in the arenas because you're gonna need it. Your weapons rely on mana to work. Here I am struggling again. Your melee will work without mana, but if you want to give it like the lightning effect and all that, you need mana. The guns, the ammunition is based off mana. So you'll be running to this thing a lot. Now I don't know if the weapons increase in mana storage and ammunition later as you upgrade them. Oh, and that button I was just trying to push, no idea what that is. Tutorial didn't cover it. I don't know. It's just there. It's a mystery button. And then this thing, developers, what the hell is this? I thought this replenished my mana or my health. Nope, can't consume it. Can't store it on you. Do not try putting this into your weapon holsters. This caused a big amount of problems for me. It made my arms all buggy. Yeah, it's not holy water. You can't kill the minions with it. I don't know what it is. What is it? I really need to know what this thing is. Check out the dude in the background there. He is so cool. But yeah, so watching the enemies come down here, there's nothing like, you can't hear them walking. So you'll have your back turned to the other end of the arena, chilling these guys, to find out there's like a horde of them behind you, and you have no idea they're there because they don't make any noise. So yeah, definitely some sound files. The melee in this is pretty sweet. Like I go through these guys like bowling pins. It's boom, boom. The swords suck, but this here thing's nice, and it's got this little Thor effect. The enemies, my hand and stuff, I like the artwork in this. It actually looks really cool. It's simple but impressive. But yeah, that about sums up my experience with the Wisdom Watcher. I think it's still really early. This style of game's not really my cup of tea to start off with, this genre, but I do think it's fun. I will install it again later and check it out to see how it goes with future patches and updates. It looks like it could have some potential in it. Right now, it feels way too early. Oh, I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, but this game is also available for the Quest 2, 3, and Pro. It's on SideQuest. I'll leave a link for that down below as well. I have not played the Quest copy, so I don't know if it's plagued with some of these same bugs and just weird gameplay glitches. But yeah, Wisdom Watcher, I think it's still a little too early to be purchased, but if you like what you've seen and you want to support the devs, it's there. The links will be down below to buy it. Thanks guys for bearing with me through this shaky video and for coming to the channel. Until next time, cheers.